Today we will cover the 1928 The Devil's Mass by Jaromír Staněk, a Czech author of popular novels published as a literary supplement to the Lucerna magazine of which he was editor and of whom I know nothing else. It is a nominal sequel to Staněk's earlier novel The Murderer, but aside from 2 or 3 brief references, one of which being to a woman burned alive while dressed as a man, it is fully standalone. The story concerns Marek Styx, or as he calls himself now, a man who has returned from Tibet where he joined the demonic Ahlia sect, hoping to gain their telepathic powers to find a woman he loves but whom he lost many years ago. But when he would not forget his past life, he punched out when the priests stole some of their idols and left. Unbeknownst to Marek, his beloved Danica is in the same city as himself, and is about to kill herself by jumping off a bridge, when a wizened old wizard stops her and takes her to his lair, and hypnotizes her into being Egri, a servant of their demonic goddess Uloina, in order to find Marek and punish him in front of their goddess. Marek hears Danica scream on a spiritual level, and so sends his Bosnian servant Ahmet to Belgrade to find and bring back his old friend Karel Weiss to help him look for Danica. They soon find a nearby villa occupied by 2 evil Tibetan priests named Uvail and Bechnu. A lot of magical shenanigans happen involving mandragora roots and a magic mirror, where one side targets the other with curses, hypnotizing chauffeurs, engine troubles, abductions, etc. The Tibetans enter Marek's house several times but are kicked out every single time with embarrassing ease. One of them even has both his ears cut off by Ahmet because the latter doesn't like his face. Ahmet also casually burns dead bodies whenever his master or friends kill one of the Tibetans, and does so with a startling joviality. Marek enters the villa and finds whom he thinks is a doppelganger of Danica and tries to kill her, but it is really her and he doesn't know it yet. After briefly returning to him, Danica is abducted again beyond the Polish border, and only thanks to Ahmet holding on to the back of the Tibetan's car for the entire journey is Marek able to find them again. Marek and Ahmet storm the Tibetan's hideout and find and rescue Danica, but find her in a catatonic state from which she cannot awaken. The main antagonists Bechnu and Uvail also get killed here off screen a ways before the end of the novel. Marek moves into the Tibetan's old villa, where a dandy safecracker helps him uncover a hidden passage to find the priest keeping Danica from waking up. But then the villa is surrounded by the Tibetans. But then Marek threatens to desecrate the idol of their goddess by dropping a load of newts and snakes on top of it, and so ransoms a way out for himself and his friends. The immortal leader of the Ahlia sect, Hawu, never even shows up in person, and the most he does is send Marek a letter. Danica awakens and marries Marek, but 2 years later she turns back into Egri and kills herself to break his heart. So Marek and his friends fly a warplane over the sacred city of the Ahlia sect and destroy it with bombs and plague bacteria, before Marek goes mad, fakes his death and swears revenge against the entire world. To be continued in the loose sequel, The Faceless Man.